Welcome to Weekly Strategy. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming.
Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Get around with corn petrol. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When they come to me, they don't play.
This is the player card. Here are our players. This player has a zone ability.
Why would I DM it first when I'm the catch? 100 bands. It's 100 bands. You like 100 ain't got one man. You like 100 ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me that ain't done. Drop the 100 on the penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
I'm on demon time taking souls. He in my DM say I'm pretty, I know. Really messy, I'm a rich ghost. He tell me treat his face like a rose. Get somebody else to do it. What? Posting in New York at Bottega like I'm doing. I taught you how to get them for the check. What we doing? I ain't got 100 mil, but I got it once I flew in. If that don't come with money, I can't. He call me baby, so it's 200 a K with it. Carisha single and Sadiddy, he okay with it. No shade with it, no shade with it.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Cowboys and the Rams coming up next.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey to making the roster, a journey to being there in week 1. And for a lot of these teams that have playoff hopes, It seems like small beginnings, but this is where those playoff dreams and ultimately those Super Bowl runs all get their starts.
It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Cowboys coming up. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up second down. Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, man, back for his second go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Here's Elliott. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up.
The Tampa Bay at the 40-point line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he puts his head down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's a run. And he's in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Boston Scott. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, for that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
Second down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the give, it's Williams. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Back near his goal line, Prescott. Trying to get himself upfield, and he cannot do it. Knocked back at the 2-yard line. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Third and long. Now Dowdle. They'll look to pick up the pace. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Rush to throw. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Tight ends were on the field on that last play. They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense. And they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
First and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here's Rush. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Cup in motion. A carry now for Scott. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Garoppolo. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll run it. This is Scott. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now, faking the give. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. To throw is Rush. And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Robinson. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Second down, Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion, it's Robinson. Jimmy G going to go play action here. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now Garoppolo. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. The ball's out. The Cowboys have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now Rush. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rush. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. So now here's the Cowboys and Rush setting up for two.
The Cowboys will line up.
Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Jimmy G working from the gun here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Garoppolo. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, LA. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. He keeps it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Back to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle. And
pressure gets there, and down he goes. They'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Tyler Johnson. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. Here's Scott. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. That's the gain of 3. Now third and 5. 13. Here we go. Putting the tight end in motion. It's complete. He's got caught. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here we go. Jimmy G now on second down. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attack.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over at their own 14-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here, second and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. Now the veteran. This is Royce Freeman. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll drop to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Rams have it.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
Here is 2nd and 7. Play action now. It's Garoppolo. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. He's got that complete to Turpin. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now a give on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
Here's Rush. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
To return, here's Ronnie Rivers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. Here we go. Garoppolo now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So it's a win for the Cowboys as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll me, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. caught you red-handed. Red lips on some, it ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing. Cause girl, and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? And tell me honestly, if you practice honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you?
I sit on the corner and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designer say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QG. Let's go, I'ma get.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Cowboys and the Raiders, and it comes your way next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. In motion, that's Tolbert. On play action, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And he's someone who brings a ton of personality with him, but don't let that fool you. He's more than capable of playing winning football at this level and has actually done so. I don't know if he's their long-term answer under center, but as long as he trots out there, they'll have a puncher's chance and maybe a bit more to compete with any team they line up against.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now Minshew. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Amir Abdullah, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-0 Vegas. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They can't tackle it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the Raiders have got him. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man. Complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert. 81 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that's
on first down, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Minshew sets to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Gallup, 48 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's O'Connell. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw. O'Connell. This a screen to Abdullah. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Nice move by Lewis. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Rush. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're going for it. Rush. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Abdullah on the counter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A dump off for Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And O'Connell now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Rush. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught by Johnson. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyron Johnson, 67 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Throwing, O'Connell. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, O'Connell. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, here comes Lewis. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Play fake. Here's Rush. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle, Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Freeman again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They give it to Freeman up the gut. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rush. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Flushed out right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. Now O'Connell. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now it's O'Connell. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first.
And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted across midfield. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. To throw here, O'Connell. Tucker holds it in over the middle. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a
touchdown. Harrison Bryant, a 2-yard touchdown. Made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rush.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So now London down by 12. 57 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's O'Connell. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
O'Connell. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second.